X.
All right, okay. I forgot most of that because I wasn't too on board with that movie.
Hmm.
How was she a love interest therefore? Because I remember the main characters being gay.
She was coming across as a love interest for Daniel Wu, who was the character pretending to be gay. No, no,
Right.
no, no, no. He was the gay one, and Eason Chan. Eason Chan was the one that's ah man, that was a long time ago.
It seems like Ethan could maybe be the one that was already gay. Not to insult Ethan if he's listening to this, but I don't know. Again, I've forgotten a lot about Enter the Phoenix.
Hmm.
A decent enough first movie for Stephen Fung as director, but not
Yeah.
something I remembered. He was trying too hard, in my opinion, to be honest, to be all wacky and stylish, but didn't really work.
Hmm.
I mean, speaking of that, Stephen obviously wanted to be more involved as a filmmaker, and probably to an extent was earlier than he was credited for. Because I think people have said he is actually kind of hard to work for because he
Hmm.
demands perfection and everything needs to be a certain way, and if he can't steer the boat, then he probably, after a while, at least felt restricted if he can't steer the boat himself. And it's said that Wong Jing is one of the few people that could tolerate his ways in that regard. What those ways actually means, I can't say, but that's what I heard. But officially, Steven became the director, co-director with Lee Lik-chi, who directed a
Hmm.
lot of his movies and co-directed this one. That was on From Beijing with Love,
Hmm.
with Anita Yun and Pauline Chan as the late Pauline Chan, who starred as the assassin with guns in her boobies or in her bra rather.
Right. Okay.
So from Beijing with Love, obviously James Bond parody.
Yeah. Yeah. Aye, because there's even the front cover. I just mind that being along the lines of the James Bond films, but I'd never got across that one either. Was there not like a video call in a toilet seat at one point?
Yes, exactly. And a lot of gags that or gadgets that rather were unpredictable.
Hmm.
And I remember one of the gags was a gun that shoots the right way once, second time it shoots the other way. So Anita Yun was trying to kill off Stephen Chow, but actually got the bullet twice in her shoulder. Therefore, after all is said and done.
In reminiscence to the fucking Kung Fu Hustle knife gags. Like trying to throw them at someone, but end up just coming back at yourself.
Having said that, Love on Delivery, I don't remember of if he was the co-director on that. So, but it's essentially from that point onwards that Stephen was listed as co-director. From Beijing with Love, God of Cookery, this, Shaolin
Hmm.
Soccer was Lilik Chi was still credited on those, but Kung Fu Hustle was,
Hmm.
firmly his baby, and and Lilik Chi perhaps one of those that was tolerable. To work with, that working relationship was a tolerable one between
Hmm.
those two.
And is that a dude that we ever see on screen? Because
Oh
of
yeah,
course,
I
like,
don't remember where, but he's an actor. He can be seen. The only thing I can say is he has glasses. But if he appears in this one somewhere, I'll try to point it out. But yeah, he's been in movies, large or small roles, usually comedic ones. So,
hmm.
and he has not
Oh,
nice beating up of Cecilia Chung. I mean, this is borderline. Is this really what we want this movie?
hmm.
I mean, the bloody beating, but I don't know. I like the brave choice, and
Aye.
apparently local audiences have no problem with it. You know,
Hmm.
but I guess if there ever was an international cut prepared for this movie,
Yeah.
then that would have been stuff that might have been cut out of the movie because it's not nice to watch, and but it's not supposed to be either.
Hmm.
And yeah, it's a challenge to an audience and to filmmakers, I guess, to try and get audiences on board with again every single mood, including the one where she was so viciously beaten for no fun effect at all.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So and I think largely this movie works. It's not a movie I can take fully seriously, but I do respond to each and everything I see. You know, it's not. I'm not taken out of the movie. I don't know how you feel about that.
Mm,
Or is it too
aye.
much this movie for you at points?
No, no, it never gets too much. Like, it's just, it is, I think he's just taking you out of, well, like, things along the lines of, like, God of Cookery, and, like, they're not, like, that's, like, a real safety zone of comedy. Like, where he's got these things involved, like, being beaten in a nightclub, and that is kind of, like, pushing it just to see how you're reacting outside of your comfort zone
Hmm.
when it comes to Stephen Chow films.
Hmm.
But like he mixes it up,
He's
and
look at him. He's so like fascinated. Essentially, ooh, I'm sitting in a car. I'm gonna have fun now. So he's not at all times, his senses is not always tuned, to what's happening outside of uh, outside of him. So
mhm,
I mean, it's kind of heartbreaking that he doesn't see their relationship as
mhm,
such. Uh, One of my other favorites, by the way, by Stephen Chow, and the 90s canon, by the way, almost all of it is good. That that's the problem, including this one. But one of my other favorites is Legend of the Dragon, which is close to the perfect Stephen Chow movie for me.
yes, the snooker movie.
Yes, sir.
I thought about that there for a second. That is a fun film.
Yeah, and directed by Danny Lee, out of all people, and co-starring Jimmy White, and just an all-round silly movie, and everything kind of works.
Mhm,
Gags like after they've taken a car into the city in a convertible. Uh, John Wah and Stephen Chow and company, when when the door opens to the apartment that they're going to be in, their hair is standing up, and everyone's smiling. Stephen Chow has this typical Stephen Chow smile on his
mhm.
face, and I love that kind of stuff. Oh, for fuck's sake, my telephone.
Mhm.
Pardon me. Jag ringer tillbaka. Sorry about that. We're doing
No
this
worry.
live. We're doing this live, people. So, wow, he realized Cecilia's the girl for her, and we're leading up to this. I don't know if you remember, but the whole Umaltat gunplay ending, essentially, that's
Mm,
coming up. Or do you even have memories of that?
not at all.
No, okay. Well, it's my main memory of the film that like, whoa, what directions are we going now?
What is it, a fucking gunfight for lunch?
I don't know. I've forgotten about it because it was so uh, kind of confusing to me. I didn't know if they were playing with us, or if they were making us take it seriously, or not. And that's why probably towards the end I'm gonna look at the movie more rather than commenting on it. But I'm not gonna leave
Mhm,
too much silences. But it was to many people I think is like, we're not sure about this.
mhm. Maybe they're just trying to get the most use out of Bruce Law.
Exactly. Good
Mhm.
call. Uh, Great the action director, but always called also upon providing vehicular
Yeah, yeah.
stunt work, full throttle among other things. Just great guy, and a group of guys that he has at his disposal. But great at choreographing regular action, also as visible in the John Woo parodies early in the film.
Mhm, exactly. Because you see the opening credits and it says Bruce Law stunt coordination. Like, what kind of stunts are they doing in a comedy? But of course, this is fucking varied.
Oh yeah.
I I don't think they were needing him to choreograph like the child's dick being flicked. The-
Let me show you first. Okay, Doyen. Okay. So.
Let's not go into that tangent. Let's put that one down. But
I'll do it
uh,
myself first.
I'm a method actor. Oh, oh, I need to stop talking. But
No, I'm just kidding. That's bad.
but
That's